Hello guys, so welcome again to Usena Solutions. So today I'm going to explain to a lot of guys who have been asking me how are you actually managing it with a few birds, a few roadrunner chickens, and you are actually making such amount of profits. So as you can see, this is just my fowl run. I'll walk with you around and count together how many chicks we have, how many birds we have, how much we are making, how many eggs are we getting. So yes, let's move around from the. As you can see, my space is quite small. Here I have 4 breeds around this side, and then I'll show you also the other side. So let's walk to around, and I'll be showing you all our breeds. So in pen number 1 we have the black Orpingtons. So as you can see, I have 2 hens of the black Orpingtons, and then I have the 1 hen, that's the splash Orpingtons. So with the black Orpingtons, and when you have a splash Orpington, you produce the blue Orpington, and that is the blue genetics. We'll talk about it some later. So this is the black Orpington rooster. As you can see, they are calm, you can play with them, they are good. So that's the black Orpington, very huge, and with its hens. I'll show you the hens. I'll put them outside, and I'll show you also the hens of the black Orpingtons. So let's go. So this is our number 1. So it's just a simple structure made of wooden structure, and this is 70 centimeters, and the length is 1.5 meters. So here, as you can see, that's my water system, and that's my feeding system. So I'm making sure that I utilize every space as possible. I could have put my feeders outside, but as you can see, I was afraid that my roofing is just too small, so when it rains it will drip into the feed. And then let's now move to our pen number 2. What do we have here? Yes, so in here we have the lavender Orpington. So these are the lavender Orpington, guys. Hello guys, very big roosters. So here we have 2 hens and 1 rooster. Also the feed is clean, water system, good water system, so everything is okay. Now I have 5 hens and 2 roosters, so that is my number 2. So now let's go to number 3. So this is my number 3. What do we have here? So here we have these beautiful chickens, the buff Orpingtons. Yes, also here we have a trio, 2 hens. As you can see, you can hear the sound for they're about to lay now. They're about to lay a few eggs as soon. So this is the rooster, very big rooster. So here we also have a trio, also on the small space. And then number 4, what do we have here? Yes, we have another trio for buff Orpington. So this is the Orpington side. We have the black, the splash, and the lavender Orpingtons. So yes, that will be fine. So that is what we have on this side, on the number 1 to number 4 kgs. So now let's move to other stocks. Let's go to number 5. What do we have here on number 5? So here we have the Brahma. Hey, come on. We have the Brahma, the buff Colombian Brahma. So this one, I don't know why most of the roosters, they like this chicken the most. So we have actually put this also that they won't hate it on the back there. So we have the blue buff Colombian Brahma, the rooster is the buff, and then we also have 2 hens that are buff Colombian Brahms. So that is on the buff Colombian Brahms. So we have 4 hens and 1 rooster over there. And then so these are laying. And then let's go to number 6. Number 6 we have this giant also, the blue buff Colombian Brahma. And then we go to number 7 and 8. So on number 7, 8, what do we have? We have the black Australorp. So I always tell people that not every black chicken is a black Australorp, because recently we have seen the black Orpingtons, and the black Australorp, they look more different. So when people just see a black chicken, they'll think that it's a black Australorp, but no. So on our black Australorp here, we have this big guy, and with the 3 ladies, they're all big. All my ladies, they're about 3.8 kgs minimum, and this guy is 4.6 kgs. That's the weight of the guy. So as you can see, they are very, very, very big. Those white lesions, there's some bruises. They were fighting some time back. So yes, that's what we have on the black Australorps. Number 8 again, we have this guy with also the 3 ladies. So normally our breeding ratio is between 1:2 from a pair, but normally we would like them to be between 1:2 to 1:4 maximum per our breeding ratios. We actually need to maintain that kind of standard. So this one, it's 1.5 meters by 1 meter, and then each of the pens is 1.5 by 1 meter. So that is number 7 and 8. And then we go to number 9 and 10. This is 10 and this is 9. Yes. So on number 9 we have also this rooster, the light Colombian Brahma. It has also its 3 ladies. They are also all laying, the 3 ladies, number 9 and 10. So this is one of the biggest chickens in the world, the light Colombian Brahma. They grow very big. And then here we also have the light Colombian Brahma. That's number 10. We also, he's aggressive, this one. I'll show you the last video when he was like chasing someone. That's one, he's aggressive to people. So you don't need to play with him that long. So he has also the 3 ladies there, the light Colombian Brahma. So we have 2 roosters and 6 hens on the light Colombian Brahma. And then number 10, and then we go to number 11. Yes, number 11. What do we have here? Yeah, this one I'll put it inside. This was just we experimenting if it works very well. But yes, it's working very well. But we are afraid if the rains come, we're going to have a challenge here. So we'll put it actually inside. So here we have the cuckoo Orpingtons. That's what we are keeping here. These are the cuckoo Orpingtons. I'll put them outside also, and at the end of the video, and I'll show them to you, the cuckoo Orpingtons. And then that's number 11, and then we go to number 12. So what do we have on number 12? Here we have these beautiful chickens, the golden laced Orpingtons. We also have a pair on the golden laced Orpingtons. So everything, the slaughter is automated, and we have tried by all means to reduce the feeding space so that they won't disturb the mating of our chickens. So this, and then this one now, number 13. This one is the a cross. We have crossed the black Orpington hen and a buff Orpington rooster. So that is the outcome that we got. And then these ones, we're not selling them, we are just breeding them to see how they're going to produce the second generation. So here, like, we have this buff this hen, we're giving it the same rooster, and then we need to see how the offspring produce. And then after that, we are going to give the same hen to a black Australorp and also see the offspring. And the same hen, we're going also to give it to the buff Orpington, and then the rooster again, we're going to give it a buff Orpington, and then later on we're going to give it a black Australorp hen, and then we need to see how they will perform. And the last but not least, that's number 14. Here we just have 2 roosters. So this one is the black Australorp that is just on standby. And then over there, you know, as you can see, this one we have a big feeder because they're only roosters, so it won't disturb the mating and the stuff. So this one is the Jubilee Orpingtons. The hens, we're actually importing the hens next week or so. We'll be having the hen show. She'll have 2 hens, and then here also I will be giving him another hen to have 2 hens also with the golden laced Orpington. So now let's calculate on the feed. How much do we feed these guys? How much are we making on these guys? As you can see, my space is limited. This one is also 3 meters by 1 meter. That's the width, and then the height, it's 90 centimeters from this part, the roof, and then to this floor. And then we also have another 90 centimeters on the downward. So yes, this is what we have at our stock. We actually maximize on quality of our chickens. All of our chickens, all of our roosters are above 4 kgs, and all of our hens are above 3 kgs. So that's what we actually maintain when we are keeping or when we are brooding all our chickens. So guys, in terms of feed, in total I have 28 hens and 13 roosters. So I feed 125 grams per day. That means in about 30 days I need 153 kgs. So that's a total of I need 3 bags of feed. Normally my cost of producing feed, I produce my feed at 46 cents per kg. That's my cost of feed. And then we move to, in terms of transport. Normally on getting those 350 kgs from the shop, I use a transport cost of $10, and then that's also my cost. And then cost of medication. On medication, I actually don't use too much medication, but let's say on a monthly basis I use about $4. Maybe I buy some oxytetracycline drugs, some antibiotics, and then maybe that's $5, but I sometimes get it at $4, $5, let's say $5. And then in terms of my vaccination, I normally vaccinate against Newcastle vaccine. That is $10 per every 3 months. And then so that is my main vaccine that I use. And then other diseases I actually don't have problems with them. Coryza, I vaccinate as they are young. So I'm actually working on the breeding stock that I have. And then other cost, I don't have electrical cost. I use these solar lights. As you can see, I showed you some solar lights over there. That very small one, if you can see it, I'll point it out. That very small light. So I use solar lights on all my at night, especially, so that they can actually have up to 16 hours of light. I switch off about 5 hours after the dark. And then in terms of water, I use borehole water, which is also on a solar system, so I don't have costs in terms of water. And then so that's actually my cost of production, feed plus plus water plus the electricity that I said I don't have. And then wood shavings, actually I use on a monthly basis I buy about 3 bags of wood shavings, which, as you can see, my forerun, I'll show you my forerun. As you can see, the all wood shavings, and then I change it after every every month, or when I see that it needs to be changed. But I buy about 3 bags, so that is $6. So that is my cost of production. And then now let's look again my cost of production. So my beds, they lay around 19, 20, 21 out of 28 chickens, hens that are laying. But actually, let me not count the 28th one, because that one is a cross and I'm not producing it for business. It's actually eating on me, but I'm not producing it for business. That's experiment that I'm doing. So let's say we have 27. So on the 27, I'm getting between 18 to 20 eggs on a daily basis. So let's work with 18 eggs. And then from the 18 eggs, my analysis is let me show you my results from the candling. I'm getting between 80 to 88% fertility and hatching rate. So that's kind of a good hatching rate that I'm getting. So 80 to 88%, that's a good hatch rate. So let's work with 80. That is what we are going to work on, so that we can see how much we are making. And then my cost again is on the hatching cost. I'm using about $6 per every crate. That means in a month of 30 days I need 18 crates that I sent to the incubator. So that is 18 times $6. That is my hatching cost. And then in terms of the hatchery, I go with my eggs after every 3 to 4 days. I make sure that I go to the hatchery after every 3 to 4 days. So in terms of my transport cost, I use about I use $2 per every trip. So I make 2 trips to go with the eggs on a week, and then I make another 2 trips on the collection of the eggs. So on a week I do about 4 trips, sometimes 3, because maybe the collection date will link with where I'll be going with the eggs. So let's work with 4 trips with $2 per every trip that I do. And then I also have, which are the costs I talked about: feed, transport. So in terms of sales, all Orpingtons, I sell my Orpingtons at $6 per day old chick. I sell my Black Horse Trollops at $5 per day old chick. I sell my Brahma, the Buff Colombian Brahma, I sell it at $5 per day old chick. And then the light Colombian Brahma, I sell it at $6 per day old chick. But in this case, let's now work with $5 throughout. Let's assume that I'm selling all my chicks with $5 per day old chick. And then some might say, who is going to buy those? Guys, trust me. Like I said, not every black chicken is the Black Australorp. So people want something that is pure, something that is of good genetics. Like I said, all my breeds, they're over 4 kgs in terms of the roosters, and then all my hens are over 3 kgs. The Black Australorp actually around 3.8 kgs on the hens. So I have good quality genetics. So in terms of that, I sell, like when I import my breeds at around landing cost between 125 to 145, depending on where I get them, depending on the cost of transport that I'm going to do. Both transport cost is one of those critical things that is also high. So the landing cost from South Africa to Zimbabwe, it's around 125 to 145. So after that, then I start breeding my chickens. So that is the cost that I'm getting. So now let's work out the cost versus the sales that I get, and then now we conclude what we have. So in terms of the cost, you have seen that you can make more money when you are doing good quality genetics. So you definitely need to invest in good quality genetics so that you can be able to actually attain more profits. With bad genetics, actually you can't be able to make such kind of figures that I'm talking about. So my main target is on quality, not on numbers or on quantities that you need to produce 1,000 chickens. So that is the system that I'm using here. I'm not considering the quantities, but I'm actually considering the quality of the products. So we, in the next videos, we are going to talk on some issues like the commercial aspect of these chickens. When you need to do 1,000 for meat, how is it profitable? Where are you getting your money after investing in such higher prices of let's say you have bought your chickens at $125? Where are you now getting your money when the chicken you are selling it at maybe $5 per kg, and maybe your chicken is about, let's say, 2 kgs, 3 kgs? So how are you going to make your money, considering the cost of feed, considering whatever? So this is the topic for another day, but this is the topic for those who want to get into breeding. So the breeders market is one of those markets that you need to invest in. In terms of the eggs, I actually sell eggs between $3 to $6. I'll also show you the I am Semani in the next video. It's a project on another site. So on this site, it's actually a small site that we have our structures on about 12.2 square meters, and then we have 27 hens that are producing for production, and then we have another pair that I showed you there that is actually just on an experimental phase. So that's what we are producing into Sena Solutions. So if you are thinking to be a breeder, that's one of the projects that you need to invest in. Yes, the cost of investment as you are starting up, it's actually high because considering all this flock, buying them at $125 to $145, yes, it's a huge investment on a small piece of land, but actually it actually returns all your investment. You will get it back. So guys, I'll also be showing you when we build new structures how we're going to improve them, and then I told you are going to bring those Jubilee Orpington hens and the golden laced Orpingtons. Yes, the golden laced Orpingtons. We are going also to be showing you if they are. So please don't forget to subscribe on the description below. You just press subscribe so that you won't miss all other videos that are going to explain such kind of things in poultry. And also please don't forget to like our videos, share, and leave a comment. If you have any question that you need to ask, please ask in the comment section below. We are gladly to help you. If you have any improvement that you need us to do on our structures, on our chickens, yes, we are also happy to get ideas from you viewers. So thank you very much for your time. Goodbye from Usena Solutions.